Good evening, good evening. It's great you made this day. Good evening to you. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete. G'day, g'day. I'm going to be making chicken curry in the Tupperware pressure cooker. Now, this is a brilliant piece of Tupperware. You know when sometimes people say to me, what's your favourite piece of Tupperware? I go, well, like, for what? For boiling water or for cooking a curry? The Tupperware pressure cooker is definitely my favourite for cooking a curry, for cooking a chicken, for doing a silver side or a pot roast, pulled pork, whether you're doing a risotto or mac and cheese or just cooking pasta, whether you're doing an 8-minute chocolate Tim Tam cake, whether you're stewing fruit, making chia seed jam, whether you're doing homemade stock, any soup, stew, stock, curry, casserole, fruit, mashed potatoes. I never do mashed potatoes on the stovetop anymore. I just pop them straight into here. You pop them in for like 13 minutes and they're done, right? What you do is you read the instructions underneath here. So when you lose the instruction booklet, all the instructions are on the inside here. So it tells you there's a minimum line and a maximum line. So there's a minimum line and a maximum line in here. Please respect the fill line. And it just tells you it's a maximum of 900 watts. It's a maximum of 30 minutes. So I think I'm going to pop this on for the full 30 minutes. I've got a 900 watt microwave oven, which is brilliant. And let's give it a go. We're going to make our own curry paste. So let's just pop this over to here. What I've got in here, let me just show you. I've found some lotus root. Oh, what's that? I found some lotus root. We're going to pop some of that into there. I'm going to pop it through the supersonic chopper. I've got a parsnip. We're going to throw in that as well. Like, this isn't a traditional curry. I'm just using whatever veggies I found in the fridge. And then I'm going to make my own curry paste. And I'm going to use, I've got this lemongrass that I've shaved. I've got a chilli that I've sliced up. I've got a decent knob of ginger. I've got some decent amount of turmeric. I've got a lime. We're going to use the zest of that lime. And I'll just show you how I keep my lemongrass. I actually keep my lemongrass in the freezer. In my Tupperware date store and freeze. Well, I actually buy it from the freezer at the fruit shop. And there's all my lemongrass. So I've just dialed up the date that I've popped it into there. There's my lemongrass. And all I do is when it comes time to use some lemongrass, when it comes time for shaving it up, I actually use the Tupperware Mastro meat chopper, which is brilliant for shaving this up. And it literally, like it looks, you can get it so fine, it looks like shaved ice. Can you see that? It looks like shaved ice. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? So we've got that. I've done that with a chili as well. There's my lemongrass. Yum, I love the smell of lemongrass. Whether you're doing it as a tea, if you want to like pop it into one of the mugs or one of the insulated mugs, or whether you want to pop it into there's so many options if you're going to do a lemongrass tea. Lemongrass and ginger tea is absolutely gorgeous. Chilled as a nice ice cold tea in summertime is divine, right? So we're going to pop this back into the freezer. Actually, I might make a lemongrass and ginger tea later on. All right, so what we're going to do is grab we've got a supersonic chopper. We've got a choice. You've either got the big Papa Bear supersonic chopper, or you've got the little baby supersonic chopper. No need to ask, it's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. There's the blades. And we're going to pop that straight into there. All I'm going to do is, actually, where's the spatula? Do we have it? Here was the spatula. Spatula. Let's grab our lemongrass. We're just going to pop this straight into here. Lemongrass. We've got our chili. Delicious. Then what we're going to do is, I'm just going to slice up this ginger just into little bits. We don't want it to be whole because we want it to chop easily, because all we're going to do is pull the cord. And we're just going to chop this turmeric just into chunks as well. Now, I did everyone see that video? I do recommend you slice it into chunks. It does make it a little bit more manageable when you're pulling the cord, right? There's your ginger, there's your turmeric, lemongrass, chili. What I've done is in here, remember, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I often grab half an onion or whatever, and I pop it in my Clearmates. Well, it's time to use that half an onion, right? Instead of grabbing a proper onion or a full onion, let's just grab this half an onion. And there's some bits into there. Let's just chop that just into bits, because that's going to it's going to be a great little curry paste that we're happening into there. I've also got my Tupperware garlic keeper. Now, if you wanted to, you can just keep your Tupperware garlic keeper, or your garlic press, keep that in the garlic keeper, because then you don't have to keep running around the kitchen. Where's that garlic press? You just keep it in with the garlic, in the garlic keeper, right? And all I've got, I did just peel some garlic up into here. We're going to throw in some 4 cloves of garlic into there. Oh, we've got a little bit more onion. Yeah, there we go. We pop that over there. Now, this is the basis of our curry paste. I am also going to grab the zest of a lime. So what we're going to do is, let's move this out the way. We'll put this over here. I've got my Tupperware zest and press. Now, that's the zest section, and this is the press section for when you want to juice your lemon, your lime, your whatever citrus that you've got, right? What we're going to do is, you pop the zest part on the top here. I have washed and scrubbed this lime. All we're going to do is, it does work better if you're doing it on a flat surface, so let me show you. We're just going to zest up the whole lime zest, right? And then when it comes out, we're going to add some fresh lime juice in once it's finished, but we're just going to throw in this lime zest, because I found a lime in the fridge, so we may as well use it. So we just zest this up. Absolutely gorgeous. Remember, when you do have an online Tupperware party, you can choose anything for 70% off, and you get free stuff as well, right? When you join Tupperware, right, and you can purchase one of the content creator business packs, they ship it to you for free, and then you have an earning capacity of 15 to 25% as well, right? And it's so flexible, you can just do it online whenever you like. So we've got this in here. We're almost finished zesting up this lime, and we will be fresh and delicious. And then what you do is, I'll show you. So I could have done this before the video, but I just wanted to show you. Here we go. Look, once you're done, there's all that lime zest. I'm just going to pop that straight into there. There's some underneath there as well. So it holds roughly about 1/4 cup. So we're just going to pop that straight into here. And now what we're going to do is pop the top on. We're going to just quickly wipe the bench. We're going to throw on our favourite Spotify playlist. Draw the curtain so that the neighbours can't see. Or you might want to draw the curtain so the neighbours can see. If you throw your hip into it, you can get a real good cardiovascular workout happening in the privacy of your own home, right? So, just shake it up a little bit, right? Shake, 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 and we will shake, 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 shake our curry paste, shake our curry paste. There we go. Now we want this to be quite a fine paste. We don't want any chunks of anything into there. And, yum. Oh, that smells so gorgeous. It smells so fresh. So look at that. That's all of the ginger, the turmeric, the lemongrass, the chili, the lime zest, the onion, the garlic. That's popped into there beautifully. Let's move this out of the way. I've got the blood pumping, the heart rate, the heart's beating 10 to the dozen. And what we'll do is we'll grab this. Saves money on gym fees, let me tell you. So we've got this in here. And, not that I go to the gym, does it show? What we're going to do is pop this into here. And we'll pop this into here. Yum. Oh, this is going to be divine. Then what we're going to do is, okay, there's our curry paste, right? Move that out the way. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Pop that over here. Let's grab these blades in here again. Then we're going to throw in our chicken in I've got the Tupperware date store and freeze. So remember, with the Tupperware date store and freeze, you just dial that up to whatever month or week that you've popped your meat in, or your chicken, or your veggies, or your fish, or whatever. You just pop that straight into here. You dial up the dial. And then in 6 months' time, you come back and you go, what was this? Oh, my goodness, we popped that in 6 months ago. It's time to eat it, right? So we've got that. Even though this is a little bit frozen, let it go, let it go. You can just pop that straight into there. And that's going to cook it from frozen. It's a little bit defrosted. But see how easily it plops straight out? That's because the inside here is it's like a highly polished inside. And the walls are really thin. So it does make it, see how it's flexible? I think Tupperware are the only company in the world that make containers specifically for the freezer, and they've got a couple of different choices that are currently available. We've got those into there. There's our chicken. We'll pop that into there. Let's move this out of the way. Now, what we've got in here, let's grab this chopping board again. You've got the small Tupperware knife. I've just got my lotus root. I'm just going to chop this into chunks. And we're going to pop that straight into there, right? Then I've got my parsnip. Now, it doesn't matter which knife that you use. There's always a knife for whichever job that you've got into the kitchen. We've got our lotus root. We've got our parsnip. Let's throw that straight into there. And then remember the other, was it last week or whenever that I did that video? I only used half a Swede. Let's use that. I found the other half of a turnip. Let's use that. I've got a little bit of beetroot left. We may as well throw that into there. There's a half an onion. That's still going to be good in my Clearmate for at least another week. So I'll use that next week when I'm cooking. Pop that over to here. Let's just pop this into quarters or into chunks. And we're just going to roughly... There's a turnip. Because I've got these vegetables, so I may as well use them, right? There's a little bit of beetroot. We may as well throw that into there. I'm not throwing it away. I paid good money for that, right? All we have to do is pop the top on. Shake, shake, shake. And we're just going to do a rough chop. Now, can you see them spinning around? I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. I know you're feeling my veggies like it like that. And we will just... Sorry, I was mesmerised by watching the vegetables spin around. So there is a rough chop with all of our veggies, right? So it's like a rough dice. All we're going to do is just pop that straight into there. How delicious is that going to be? Yum-oh. Now, can you see? Look at that. Now what we're going to do is, I've got 3 Roma tomatoes. Roma tomato. Roma tomatoes. I'm just going to use my Tupperware vegetable peeler. And we'll just get that eye out of there. It is the eye of tomato. It's the cream of the crop. We'll pop that into there. And we'll just blitz that into there. Look. We're just going to quarter that. And quarter that. Let's just pop it straight into there like that. And we want these blitzed, baby. There is our tomatoes. Remember, respect that fill line. Give that a bit of a shake, and we will. And I want these pureed. I don't want to buy tinned tomatoes. Some tinned tomatoes actually have something in it called an acidity regulator. I don't know what that is, but I much prefer fresh, right? And when they're cheap, you may as well, because you know they're going to last forever in your VetSmarts, right? So we've got this in here. Let's just chop this up a little bit more. I mean, you might want to get this for free or for 70% off when you have your either an online or an in-home Tupperware party. We've got, let's move those blades out the way. Pop them into there. Okay. Yum-oh. Yum-oh. This is going to be delicious. Okay. There we go. Let's move that out the way. Let's move this out the way. There is our diced tomato, pureed tomato. And now I'm going to use some coconut milk. Now, I've got some organic coconut milk. And this, can you see? See the ring pull? The ring pull is a little bit skew-if. I'm still going to use the Tupperware can opener because when you use the Tupperware can opener, it leaves no sharp edges, right? So you open up the arms, you pop that onto there. You know you've got the whole thing on because you can lift it up, right? Left-handed or right-handed, you just turn it in a... Oh, hang on a minute. Let's move that ring pull out the way. You just turn it in a clockwise direction, right? That'll go over the ring pull easily. And have you ever used a ring pull? It's still sharp. Not only is the top sharp, but the inside's still sharp too. So if you've got bin divers in your house, whether you've got partners, kids or dogs that are bin divers or cats, you can bin dive successfully and never cut yourself because of the Tupperware can opener. It doesn't leave any sharp edges. Watch. Grab that beak. So can you... Can you see here? I just grabbed that beak. See how that's never touched any food? No need to wash it. It doesn't touch any food. If you want to, just wipe that over, but there's no need to. You just go over to the bin, you release those arms, and that goes into the bin, and then, watch this. No sharp edges there. No sharp edges there. It's totally safe for all your bin divers, right? Now that's your organic coconut milk. Let's throw this into here. Oh, yum. Oh. And then we've got those big bits into there. And we will. That's all I'm going to do. Now, one thing I have noticed about the Tupperware pressure cooker, don't be tempted to add any more liquid. If you're normally cooking something on the stove, you think, oh, that's not enough liquid, surely. It is. You watch. The amount of liquid that comes out of these vegetables and meat is amazing. If you've never cooked a whole chicken in the pressure cooker before, 30 minutes. I can cook a 2.2 kilo chicken in here for 30 minutes. You just add in your herbs, a little bit of 150 mils of water is the minimum that you need, the minimum liquid. Throw in your herbs, throw in your lemon, your spices, whatever you want. Pop it in for 30 minutes. And instead of cooking a 2.2 kilo chicken in the oven for 2.5 hours or 2 hours, you pop it in the microwave for 30 minutes and there's your cold meat for the week. Done, right? So what we're going to do is just mix that around. You always put the meat in first and then you just cover that with all of your veggies and bits and pieces, right? When that comes out, there we go. It's a little pink because of the beetroot, but remember we've got all that curry paste down the bottom where that meat is. So as the meat's cooking, it's going to absorb those curry flavours. When it comes out, we're going to give that a stir. I'm going to throw in some spring onions that have been in my Vent Smart container, and I'm also going to throw in a handful of baby spinach. I think I've got baby spinach and rocket into there. I'm just going to throw in a couple of handfuls of that. That's going to freshen it up gorgeously. And if you want to, you can serve that with crusty bread or mashed potato or rice. I'm just going to have it as is with the top here. Can you see there's an arrow here? And then over here there's another arrow. And it shows you that arrow. You turn it that way to take the cover off and turn it that way to pop the cover on. Right? So you just line them up with the arrows on the base. Make sure this safety arm is in the up position. If there is any steam that needs to escape out of here, it's going to go up here through this little steam release valve. And while it's working, not only is it like the efficiency of being in a microwave, but it's the health benefits of pressure cooking your food. It retains all of the nutrients, it retains all of the flavour, but it also retains the colour and the texture. So because of the pressure that's cooking it, right? Now, when it's pressurized, this little yellow indicator, that goes into the up position, that's the pressure indicator. You leave that, when it comes out, it's going to stay up. You leave it, let it fall down by itself, then you can release that safety arm. So what you do is you line up the arrows with the arrows on the base, give that a twist, you lock that safety arm into place, and, oh, what was it? I was going to put some spices in. I put that there to remind me because I always forget the spices. Let's just quickly, because I have to eat this, I want it to be yummy as well. So let's grab some cayenne pepper. I've got let's do half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, right? And that also reminds me to throw in some smoky paprika. I'm glad I remembered that. We've got some smoky paprika. And we've got some ground coriander. Let's do a teaspoon of ground coriander. Right, throw that into there. Then we've got some, what's this? Oh, cumin. We've got some ground cumin. Let's throw a couple of teaspoons of that into there because I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. We will grab our spatula. Let's just make sure that we mix all of those spices around. Can you see what I'm doing here? Just mixing those spices around with that coconut milk, so that it's not all sitting on the top. Mix that around gorgeously. The turmeric and the beetroot's going to give that a gorgeous colour. And we've got the ginger and the lemongrass, so it's like a yellow curry paste. And we've got those spices. That's into there. Even though that chicken's still sort of frozen, the pressure cooker's going to be fine. With that, it'll make it absolutely delicious. We'll pop that onto there. We've added our spices in. We'll pop that straight into here and we'll pop that in for the full 30 minutes. We'll come back. I'll do a quick part two, where I'll show you how to add in the spring onions and the baby spinach leaves. And show you how to do it. I will just do it and you can watch me do it, right? And I'll show you with the pressure indicator and what the finished product looks like. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please send me a message or message the person whose group you're watching this in right now. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do, don't you? Everybody, forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.